is the biggest game of the season, Inter Milan versus Juventus. All you need to do is look at last season, how things ended last season. Both Inter and Juve were at the top of the table, and only 1 point separating the two. Juventus winning the title and Inter just a point behind them. Both Inter and Juventus were separated by only 1 point, and before the COVID lockdown, Inter and Juventus were most of the time separated by 1 point as well. Sometimes Juventus leading, sometimes Inter leading. Juventus ended last season by winning the title. Inter, although they didn't win the title, they also concluded the season in style by winning against Napoli, the runner-ups from the previous season, and also having a comfortable win against Atalanta, who were in the quarterfinals of the European Champions League and who were also trying to be the runner-ups of Serie A. Surprisingly, as we head into this game, none of these two teams are the league leaders. However, Juventus recently did have a comfortable win over the league leaders AC Milan, and Inter were only 1 point behind AC Milan up until last week. Therefore, whatever the table positions at the moment are, Inter Milan and Juventus are the hottest two teams in Italy at the moment. This was not an even game. This was a game dominated by Inter Milan. VIdal gave an early lead for Inter. This was not an even game. This was a game dominated by Inter Milan. Inter could have won this game 4-0 or 5-0. Thanks for Lautaro missing some good chances that the score remained 2-0. Even if Juventus is having a bad game, they have a habit of turning things around towards the end of the game and somehow winning it. And something similar was happening here as well. Inter was leading 2-0, but Juventus almost found a goal. And if they did find that goal, they could have broken Inter's momentum and found a second goal. Handanovic making a super save was what prevented Juventus from getting that goal and possibly getting the confidence to get a second goal. Inter Milan, a team which hasn't been able to get a clean sheet against even Crotone, somehow they get a clean sheet against Juventus after Handanovic making a super save. And that's gonna be a really strong confidence builder for Inter. After this clean sheet and after this victory against Juventus, Inter Milan has got the confidence now to win the title, and they are currently the favorites to win Serie A this season. Out of the 4 teams which qualified for Europe, Inter is the only team currently not in European Champions League. Ironically, Inter is currently the strongest team in Serie A, and they are the team with the reserve, with the bench, with the squad to win. They are the team with the confidence to win. And you could even see the confidence on Lukaku and VIdal when they came out to resume the game after the halftime. As for the captain Handanovic, his face is pretty expressionless. You might not see any confidence in his face, or you might see confidence in his face. His face looks like that even when he's facing a penalty kick. So maybe that means he is facing the penalty kick with a lot of confidence. Even Alexis Sanchez was smiling today. No top player would be happy to sit on the bench. Alexis Sanchez was on the bench. He was unfortunately given only a few minutes to play, yet he looked happy when he was brought on towards the end of the game. He was smiling at Lautaro. He looked happy. Despite the fact that Lautaro had a lousy game, he was smiling. He was giving a big smile to Lautaro. Alexis Sanchez came and he didn't get a chance to do anything, but he didn't make any mistakes. Sanchez probably deserves more time, especially given the drop of form in Lautaro.